Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, Thursday evening over here. We've got three parts of the whole. It's going to be a bit of a long, short show, if you understand what I mean. Well, long in regards to the segments I'm talking about. It's going to be long, but the show is going to be short. Not short, but short. Like I've said before, don't subscribe. Just hit the like button. Please, that means the world to me. Also, come into the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about the poll that we've done in regards to Mr. IT, Mr. Ivan Toney. Oh my goodness, it's going to be an interesting one. We'll get into this one on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel literally for Arsenal fans all over this world. Where are we? December the 29th, just a few more days to go until we reach 2023. And boy, has the year gone very, very quick. But like I said before the bump, don't subscribe. I mean, it will mean the world to me if you actually just click the like button. Yeah, if you can do that for me. And also come to the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about anything related to Arsenal. It could be the Mudryk deal that seems to be kind of being eked out. What's happened to Tillemans? Euro Tillemans, Savic, Milivojevic Savic, transfer news. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this Thursday evening show over here, at least in the UK. So, like I said, it's going to be a long and short one. Yeah, long segments, but short, sharp show over here. So, I did promise that I would have come back with some Rhys Nelson news, if I can find him. Actually, you know what? Let me just put this up now. Is it breaking news? Not breaking news as such. Rhys Nelson, I said I would try and get some updates, and there was an update. Literally, I was quite slow down on this one. Where is it? Rhys Nelson. Rhys Nelson. Well, actually, Arsenal manager Mykhaylo Mudryk has revealed that the attacker Rhys Nelson will take. It will take a few weeks to recover from the injury he sustained against Juventus. Actually, a couple of weeks ago in the friendly. Lightning has shot twice in the friendly against matches for a 22-year-old, still only 22 years of age, who missed the start of the season after sustaining a serious quadricep injury over the summer. Nelson has since recovered from that issue and has forced his way back into Arteta's plans, playing a prominent role in December's mid-season exhibition matches against, actually during Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinez's time in the World Cup. Now, Arteta did go on to say that with Gabby, it's difficult to put a time frame because it was significant injury. Knowing him, I prefer not to give any dates. Arteta told reporters at the pre-match press conference. Emil Smith Rowe, is close. He had a setback, but he's there or thereabouts, but it's in a place. With Rhys Nelson, unfortunately, he picked up an injury against Juventus, and he's going to be out for a while, I think. I'm talking about weeks, not days. He'll be out for a few weeks. Let's see how he reacts in the next few days. He felt something straight away, and with sprinters, that's not a good thing. So Nelson has 2 goals and 3 assists from 7 games in Arsenal's shirt this season, bagging a brace and setting up Thomas Partey's strike off the bench against Nottingham Forest. Remember that? Yeah, top flight on October the 30th. So as promised, that is the latest in regards to Rhys Nelson, at least. Again, you can come into the live chat, let me know your thoughts about the injuries, how you're feeling about the injuries, because I've just read now that Tomiyasu has been seen in training. Yeah, he's been back in training. Tommy is back. If I can find it, where is he? Tommy is back. And falls backwards. Well, yeah, it says that he is back. The report I read yesterday is kind of outdated now. If I can find it here. So Tomiyasu, Tommy. At the time yesterday, so Tomiyasu is another that suffered with injury throughout his time at the Emirates. The Japanese fullback is, however, taking part in training, and he looks to end his own injury hit season, but he wasn't able to feature against West Ham and will now be eyeing a return at the end of the year. And his expected return is for the Brighton and Hove Albion game away, the 31st of December, 2022. There is an extensive list of players that I actually want to go through. Not so much about players, the injuries, but more like players. At least the Daily Mirror has highlighted that they think, not me, not I, that they think could be leaving Arsenal. Maybe it's on loan or permanent deals. Personally, I wouldn't want us to sell any players. I know we're a little bit thin on the numbers for the squad. So personally, I wouldn't sell, actually, I wouldn't even loan out any players. Sorry. That's just the way I think about certain things. So let me put the manager's face back up and quickly run through this list of players that the Daily Mirror thinks that maybe they could probably be leaving. So Ethan and Nwaneri. While Ethan Nwaneri may be the most high prolific name to feature on this list, he's also the youngest at just 15 years of age. Remember, he became the youngest player in the Premier League history when he was introduced off the bench in Arsenal's win over Brentford back in September. Dear. And he's continued to thrive in the Gunners' youth ranks since his history-making debut. Now, Nwaneri at 10 years make it unlikely that he'll become a permanent fixture in Arsenal's team this year. However, he's clearly highly rated by Arteta and could be entrusted with a more significant role if Arteta chooses to focus on just acquiring attacking reinforcements in January. Lino Souza only joined the Gunners in youth ranks from West Bromwich Albion back in January, last January that is, but the highly rated fullback is already on the fringes of Arteta's first team squad. Sousa, who was bumped up the under 23s after just 2 months in the under 18s ranks, was included in the club's pre-season tour of Nuremberg. Remember, again, a long time ago, man. Has also travelled with the Arsenal squad in the Europa League this term. The 70-year-old who was handed his under 18s call-up earlier this year made his first team appearance on the bench at senior level during the match against Brentford back again in September. Sousa could be called upon to provide in-depth injuries occurring during the second half of the season rather than splashing out on a fullback cover. Now, Mario Cozier-Duberry, I'm hearing some really good things about this youngster here. There's another youngster who travelled to the FC Zurich match day on one of Europa League nights. The 70-year-old Hale End graduate is capable of playing wide on either flank and caught the eye during Arsenal's under-18s thumping 6-0 win over Millwall under-18s in the FA Youth Cup earlier this month. But Duberry could step up and deputise if Arsenal are priced out of the move for Mudryk. We'll get to him in a moment. Which would also enable them to free up more funds to source an adequate replacement for Jesus. Miles Lewis-Skelly, another midfield prospect. Lewis-Skelly could be in line to profit if Arsenal's engine room is blighted by injuries during the second half of the campaign. Lewis-Skelly, 16 years of age, has been a regular in the under 18s ranks this term, but has also impressed on occasions in the under 21s team. Like Nwaneri, Lewis-Skelly is held in high esteem by the current Emirates regime. And while Arsenal were keen to sign a midfielder in the final days of the summer, and the summer seems a long time ago, doesn't it? Jesus' injury is likely to affect their transfer stance. If there's no room in the budget to reinforce their engine room along with deals for Mudryk, another striker, then Lewis-Skelly is another name will be drafted into the senior squad. Nathan Butler, Jelly, is at 19 years of age, is the oldest player on the list, but the youngster has been one of Arsenal's under 21 stand-up performers this term. Butler Nwaneri has thrived in a new role in a number 9. Well, we've already got a number 9, haven't we? This term, and has caught the eye of Papa John's trophy, where he is one of the competition's leading scorer with 4 goals. Now, if Eddie Nketiah, who scored in the 3-1 win over West Ham, continues to thrive in Jesus' absence, then Arteta could decide against bringing in a new number 9. But Butler Nwaneri, waiting in the wings and capable of providing another option, it may be a gamble Arteta ends up taking if it means that he can sneer Mudryk. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know Arteta's spoken before about supporting the youngsters and actually just bringing them through. But it'll be a push really to I don't know, give the burden of responsibility to a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old. Might be a step too much. I would far rather them play in some of the cup games rather than being thrusted into the first team of the Premier League. But we're not even at the halfway stage yet. But those are the players. Again, not so much about players coming in, but players who the Daily Mirror were talking about leaving Arsenal. I can't see it happening. Can't see it happening. What else was there? Yes, there was. What we're going to do? Let's review the voting that we did yesterday. Yes. Ivan Toney, Mr. IT, Ivan Toney. I thought just to kind of cause some mischief, and it was the poll that we did yesterday, the 28th. The question was, would Ivan Toney fit Arsenal's playing style? Choose only one. And I remember yesterday, within less than 15 minutes, it must have been like, was it 80% of you said no, and then 20% of you said yes? I tell you what, it's almost 360. So 809 votes, 3 comments. It seems like I haven't responded to one of those comments there. We've got 21 likes. 40% of the votes have said Ivan Toney would not fit Arsenal's playing style. 60% of you, again, like I said, it's gone in the other direction. 60% of the votes have said, actually, Ivan Toney would fit Arsenal's playing style. So what happens now? Do we go out and buy him? Do we have the money to buy him? Do we have money? Yeah.
I sure don't have.
Okay. Well, my wife is saying that we do, so I guess then we better buy Mr. Ivan Toney. Okay. Thank you for that. The boss is here. Yes. What else is there? Let's look. Have we got any comments? So many comments on the. Oh, actually, I've got to say, are we done? Let's have a look here. Oh no, we've got one more. There's one more to be had, and it is in regards to this gentleman here. I call these players the flavour of the month. Yeah, certain players, Arsenal just kind of get latched to, love talking about, even the fan base as well. He's flavour of the month, Mykhaylo Mudryk. Anyway, the latest is that Shakhtar Donetsk CEO. Now, excuse me for the pronunciation. You know what? I won't say his name because I might get it wrong. But anyway, Shakhtar Donetsk CEO has revealed that they are still in firm talks with Arsenal over the transfer of Mykhaylo Mudryk. The winger has been heavily linked, as we know, will move to the Emirates Stadium after impressing for Shakhtar so far this season, scoring 10 goals in 18 appearances. Mudryk has also grabbed 8 assists and is one of the world's brightest young talents with Arsenal and Real Madrid among his potential suitors. So I will do a video. I guess I'll do the video maybe tomorrow, going in depth, another update in regards to Mykhaylo Mudryk. Everywhere I look, I see the name Mudryk. No, he's not up there. No, he's not there. And I think that's it. These are the 4 segments, 3 segments, 4 segments currently running on Channel 4 TV on this Thursday evening show. 20 minutes after the hour of 7 p.m. GMT. What does GMT stand for? Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah. Greenwich, you know, England, London, Southeast London, the fault line. Anyhow, that is it. So I'm going to say to you again, come into the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about. Are you getting a little bit tired now about, the Mykhaylo Mudryk situation? Would you want Arsenal to go the speed that they're going at, or would you prefer them to get cracking and sign a young player? But we can't sign him until it's January the 1st. Did you know that?
I didn't.
You didn't know that. There's something that I know that the boss doesn't know. So yeah, they Arsenal can't sign him until it's January the 1st. But are you a little bit tired? I'm getting a little bit jaded now. Just all new segments seem to be going or leading to Mykhaylo Mudryk. But yeah, let's wait and see on that. And Ivan Toney as well. You can go and vote. Continue to vote about Mr. IT, Ivan Toney. Yeah. Does he fit Arsenal's playing style? I'll tell you this, and I've probably said this on many occasions. He would add something different to Arsenal. His aerial ability. A lot of our players don't know how to header the ball. No, they don't, but he knows. He knows how to header the ball. It's not so much about lumping the ball up and not like the old day kind of strikers. Yeah, lump up the ball, the physicality. He brings that, but he's also good with the ball at his feet. Not a backup striker, an additional striker, but there are some little dark clouds over him. Ivan Toney, man, you're getting some problems with the FA. Yeah, the English FA. Anyway. Let's look on our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments there. Let's have a look. Oh, we've had a flurry of people following us now on Twitter. So thank you to Fath. Is it Fath? FATH and Ray. Yeah. So thank you for following us on our Twitter feed. Thank you. Hi guys. Yeah. And now I believe I can go into the live chat and see who has joined us there at least. Ian, good evening to you. Been a long time. Just heard the sad news that Pele. Oh no, I don't believe it.
I told you.
Oh well, you know I can't say anything just yet until I need to read it myself. Unless let's have a look. Right. So Ashley D is our moderator. You can see is there. Ashley, can you do the business for me and research and see what is the situation with Pele, who for me, in my opinion, the world's greatest footballer. I mean, a close second, Maradona, and then the rest, yeah, the original Ronaldo, maybe Messi, and then the other Ronaldo. So I'm not sure if Ashley is still listening. Ashley, if you're still listening, can you do a quick research for me and let me know if it is true that Pele has passed away? Meanwhile, let's go on. So Ashley just says, let's all hit that like button, guys. It only takes 1 second. Yep. But subscribing. Yeah, just hit the like button. The deal is done. Mudryk is a done deal. Yeah, the sources that I've read up on, I think it's just a matter of time, to be honest, until we hear. You know what? I think Ashley's probably fallen asleep. So let's have a. All right. Okay. So I can see the news here actually from a reliable source. So Ian, please excuse me. Let me just quickly do this. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm just quickly reading up on Pele, who I'm just reading now has passed away at the age of 82. And let me just quickly do this. What I might have to do, when I come back and do a live show tomorrow, do probably a proper in-depth homage or respect to Pele. I'll just quickly do this very, very quickly. Right. I'll do this. Right. Okay. Just excuse me for 1 second. Okay. And now I can. All right. Thank you for that, Ashley. Just. All right. And okay, Ashley, thank you very much for that. And let me put the Masters image up. Pele, 1940 until 2022. Yeah. Brazil football legend dies aged 82. Pele, he is credited with scoring a World Cup record of 1,281 goals in 1,363 appearances during his 21-year career, including 77 goals in 92 matches for his country. The only player to have won the World Cup 3 times, lifting the trophy in 1958, 1962, and 1970. Pele was named FIFA Player of the Century in 2000. He had been suffering with kidney and prostate problems in recent years. Pele had surgery to remove a tumor from his colon in September 2021 at the Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo after the tumor was detected in a routine test. He was readmitted to hospital in late of November 2022. His daughter, Kelly Nascimento, has kept fans updated on her father's condition with regular social media updates from hospital. So Thursday, she posted a picture of what appeared to be Pele's family, hands on his body in hospital, and wrote, "Everything we are, thank you to you. We love you infinitely. Rest in peace." So yes, Pele passed away at this difficult time. I'm sure all of you are watching now. There's 20 of you watching now. Will join me in passing on the condolences to Pele's family at this moment in time. Now, I'm going to say, I know you've probably heard this story a few times before, but my brother and myself, and it's funny, I was looking through some old documents in a small suitcase, and I call it like my life's work, if you could probably say that. Everything I've ever done, documented, is in that suitcase there. And I came across a card which had an autograph of an actor who has since passed away. Donald Woods, maybe you don't know who Donald Woods was, but he was a writer in South Africa in the 1970s and 1980s. So I came across him, I met him at a function that both my sister and myself, we organized. But prior to that, maybe 2 decades and a half prior to that, 1980, 1981. Those of you who know that area, Highbury Grove Road. So you've got Highbury Grove School on the corner, which has now become a federation. If you go further up, on the left-hand side, there's a park, Highbury Fields. So my brother and I, at that time, we were playing cricket. And whilst we were playing cricket, one of my brother's friends was shouting, "Pele, Pele!" And my brother was saying, "What do you mean?" And his friend was saying, "Pele, he's here, he's driving down." Thinking, oh my goodness. So we threw our cricket stuff down. We run up Highbury Grove Road. And there was a limousine driving slow. It had to drive slowly because there were so many children trying to get to see Pele. Both my brother and myself, we were blessed. And I've got to try and find his autograph. He wrote his autograph on a card, one for me and one for my brother. I am truly blessed to have met the greatest footballer. I repeat, the greatest footballer, not of only this generation, of many generations of the sport of football. I need to dig out that card there that he wrote his autograph, Pele. 1981. How do I know that? Because there was a movie called Escape to Freedom. Was it Escape to Freedom? That he featured with Sylvester Stallone and some other players as well. So he came to the old Highbury Stadium. I guess maybe just promoting the movie. 1981. I will try and dig out the autograph. But you know what, Pele? Thank you. Thank you so very much. You know, I mean, I never thought I would have met you, you know, but may your soul rest in peace. Thank you so very much. So yes, yeah, just within the last, I say, I mean, at least here on Canon 4 TV, literally breaking news. For me, the greatest footballer ever has passed away at the age of 82. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you guys just a few seconds just to take in that. Yeah, Sky News announced Pele passed away. Yeah. Okay. Let me get back into the live chat anyway, at least. Yuna, good evening. Yuna Park says, wasn't Mudryk valued at 15 to 20 million in the summer? Shakhtar bringing up the Grealish price tag make them look a bit silly. Well, the thing is, it's like when you've got something, when you've got a commodity, and you realize people want what you have. And I'm not talking for everyone, but some people want to make the most of it. And what do I mean by that? A monetary value. That something is priceless. I won't say priceless, but it's worth a lot of money. And that's what Shakhtar Donetsk are doing. I mean, I've not seen Mudryk play at all. I've not run to YouTube to say, oh, let me see how Mykhaylo Mudryk plays. I've not done that. I've never seen him play before in my life. But it seems like going by his stats, he appears to be a good player. But I remember who was Flavour of the Month this time last year. There's so many players, but he's the Flavour of the Month now. But yeah, they want to get as much money as they can, and that's all it is, But I think if he could come and play for Arsenal for free, forget about the sign-on fee, that he would. Still untested in the Premier League, and that's my only concern. A youngster, a lot of money, unproven in the Premier League, and that's what I'm going to say. Lynn, good evening to you. I hope you're keeping well. Belated Christmas to you, and Happy New Year. Rest in peace and thinking of the family on this sad day. Pele will always be remembered as the Brazilian legend, a footballing legend. For me, the greatest footballer. And people, I think it's probably generational. People talking about Lionel Messi or Lionel. Is it Lionel or Lionel? Lionel Messi, the greatest footballer. He's not the greatest footballer. In my opinion, Pele is the greatest footballer who ever lived. But yeah, I understand the sentiments. Hello. There's echo back here again. Hello. Alex in chat room. DWTT, I hope you're keeping well, my friend. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. You see, you should never have left England to go and live in the United States. What's this stuff about happy holidays, man? Happy holidays. Happy Christmas, man. Dear me, yeah. Happy holidays. Hello to all Alex and the good chat box. The chat box. Pele loved cricket as well as football. Pele was that short time that my brother and I met Pele, he was a gentleman. And I know people talk about Maradona, but it's not only about how you play the sport. It's how you are as a person, no? I keep saying this to the children who I support in my school. Everything matters. Everything. How you walk, how you talk, how you listen. Everything matters. Everything, because people are always watching you. So a legacy, I was just talking to my wife about, when you leave this earth, you want to make sure that you leave a good or excellent legacy. And Pele, he did that. As a person, as a human being, and as a sportsman, the greatest footballer who ever played the sport. For me, period. Apparently, Pele broke. Oh, was it Pele? Yeah, I know. I remember Sylvester talking and actually showing his finger. Was it his thumb that broken because he tried to save the ball? I think maybe the ball. But anyway, he broke his finger or his thumb with the penalty while filming Escape to Victory. Yeah. Do you need to get past? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let me put this because whilst my wife walks past. Yeah, I just put these faces so the missus can walk past. As a human being, as well as the sport, again, everything matters, man. Because there's always people watching. We live in a day and age, an age where I've got to be very careful what I say now. A narcissistic way that we live, especially, social media, and you've got Twitter and TikTok, and everyone's literally thinking about me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. How can I do this, to make money? It's kind of like a narcissistic life that we are living these days, and everything is so fast, quick paced. Everything is so quick. And I'll never forget, Denzel Washington did an interview, when he went to some premiere a few years ago, and this reporter asked him certain questions, and he said, "But you know what? With a lot of you people, you want to get the story out there, without even thinking. It's like, who can be the first to talk about this? It might not be the truth, but who can be the first? Get back to researching, hold tight, slow down, and get the story right before you talk about the story. Get the story right." I was thinking, wow, yeah, Denzel Washington's right, man. No, don't be so quick to be the first one to get the story out. Hold tight, slow down, do your research, get the story, get the truth first. And I'm probably going to show my age now. My grandmother always used to say, the thing is that a lie will travel around the world before truth can get her shoes on. Yeah, lies travels around so quick. Rumors, people love to spread rumors. But the truth takes a long time to get to where it needs to get to. Anyway. Where are we?
Very fascinating.
Pele was a quiet gentleman, and he was my era. And you are so right, Alex. Pele was the best of my generation, but he was also a very humble guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what, as well? I mean, who would have thought? Again, number one, number two would for me, Pele, the greatest. Second, Maradona, and who left first? Maradona. You got to look after yourself. You have to look after yourself. And I don't want to get too, religious here on this Thursday show, but by the grace of God, man, just try and look after yourselves, look after your health, your family, because money doesn't mean anything, man, if you haven't got your health. The money can't buy you your health, huh? Talking to my wife, she's just looking in her book now. Yeah. Earl Graham, is that Earl Graham, the boxer? It can't be the same Earl Graham. Pow, 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 pow. It's not the same Earl Graham. Anyway, Pele has died. A minute of silence, please. He was the greatest footballer. Yes, I did the minute silence already. Just. Yeah, life is it goes very, very quick, But Earl Graham, yeah, we really did the silence, But yeah, let me put the graphic up there again. Yeah, passed away, aged 82. What a legacy he's left behind, huh? What a legacy. And the other bit of news, well, not so much news. I saw that PSG were back in action, and Neymar got sent off. Got sent off for diving. I'm thinking, what kind of legacy is Neymar going to leave when he leaves this earth? You want to leave, a good legacy. People can remember you and say relatively good things about you. But with Neymar, I was thinking, a lot of us have the legend in Pele. And you look at Neymar, for me, come on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Anyway, let's go through these few more comments here. Lynn, the greats normally are humble. Was Muhammad Ali humble? I mean, my mom loved Muhammad Ali, but was he humble? There are stories that him and it wasn't George Foreman, the other guy, Joe Frazier. he was horrible to Joe Frazier in front of the camera, but behind the cameras, he was such a nice guy, to Joe Frazier. But was Muhammad Ali? Was he his greatest? Was he humble? Don't know. Yeah, those of you just tuning in now, literally just breaking news. Pele has passed away, aged 82, and for me, again, I will repeat it until the cows come home. The greatest footballer of any generation, in my opinion. You might talk about Lionel Messi, greatest footballer of his generation, not the greatest ever. Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, was a good footballer, a great footballer of his generation, but not the greatest ever. Pele, the greatest ever, period. Okay, let's have a look here. Alex, do you think that Pele has had the recognition he deserves? Because, in my honest opinion, he has never had the Messi. Yeah, but Lynn, you got to think about again generational. I'm just talking about with social media, and I think social media has a lot to answer for. I'm sure if there was social media back, social media back in those days, in the the 50s, 60s, 70s, was probably the radio station, the black and white TV, going down the pub and talking to your mates about, this player. But now, with social media, you transcend countries, you transcend continents. I'm going live now, and I will probably say, actually, no, I would probably say, I'm telling you now that maybe 40% of the subscribers or viewers is from the UK. And a second audience is from where? Africa. We have the second largest audience. So social media, it transcends generations, and it can transcend countries and continents. So I think maybe that has a lot to play. Generational. How many people, who are watching now can remember seeing Pele play? That's probably too young to remember him playing. And my memory goes back, World Cup wise, earliest memory, 1978. I don't remember 74 or 1970. That's my earliest memory. So I think it's a lot to do with the times that we are living in now, fast pace, the social media. But I'm sure if Pele had the social media back in those days, he would be given the recognition right up until this point here. But that's what I think. I don't know whether I'm right. I really don't know. Ali was very humble when he was off the. Yeah, he was very, very humble. Again, transcended his sport, isn't it? We don't only know him for being one of the greatest boxer, but as a human, like I said, everything matters. You can be great at your sport, but you could be a terrible person. When people are rushing up to try and get your autograph, imagine if Pele literally just drove down and didn't stop. That would have been, an indelible memory, memory on my mind. But it wasn't. Just a positive, image of him stopping. I can still see his face now. The dark windows, but he came out of the window and was signing cards. His autograph. Everything matters. Even Alexander Gunas all the way from South Africa. Yes, yeah, brother Glenwin, I've just been saying that, man. Social media, it transcends, doesn't it? The age, the gender, the countries, the continents, different thoughts and opinions. So yeah, if Pele had that back in his day, oh my goodness. As I remember, 1970 World Cup. Yes, I'll just go back. Well, you know what? I'll tell you another story. When I was at primary school, I remember telling my friends that I was Brazilian. I used to tell my friends I was Brazilian when I was at primary school.
Really?
I used to tell my friends I was Brazilian.
Why?
I don't know.
When you were a child, you used to do things like that.
Yeah, I think it maybe because, maybe again, just watching, I mean, I don't remember it, the World Cup in 1970 or 74, but I remember 1978. So maybe somewhere along the line, I guess the Brazilian team of the 70s, 1970, right between 1978, left something in my mind that I wanted to tell my friends that I was Brazilian. Dear me. Anyway, yeah, those of you tuning in, again, I've got to remind everyone to maybe just kind of tune in now. Pele has passed away, aged 82. What a legacy that he has left us with. What a legacy. Dear me. Now, I don't know if we have anything else we want to cover on this. It was supposed to be a short show. It was supposed to be a short show.
Yeah, no.
And 40 minutes. You're saying, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what they do.
Well, watch you saying, yeah, I know. I did say it was supposed to be a short show, but it's what happens, isn't it? We hear this news about Pele. We've got to go on a little bit further, a little bit longer as well. Let me have a final look at our Twitter feed and see. Yeah, now I can see everyone just on Twitter. Yeah, look at this. Una is the owner of the Gunners Pub. Has said, "My childhood hero. May you rest in peace. Pele, one of the finest, if not the finest finest player in the world at least." And officially, the AP, the Associated Press, says, breaking news, Pele, the exuberant Brazilian king of soccer, who won a record 3 World Cups, and as a standard bearer of the beautiful game, was one of the most commanding sports figures of the last century, died Thursday. He was 82 years of age. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's wrap up this one before we do finish. If you were Brazilian, your name would have been Alexino. Would have been Alexino? Alexino? Yeah, with the Inho, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you for that, Glenwyn. Alexino. Dear. Well, I came close, married a South American woman of my life. Yeah, Colombia, yeah, Brazil. Anyway, overcome with emotion. Yeah. I'm going to be back tomorrow talking about Arsenal, but I want to talk a little bit more about my hero, Pele. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace, man. Oh my goodness. Last look at the poll that we did this time yesterday. I think it was this time yesterday. The question was, could Ivan Toney fit in the Arsenal playing style? Actually, I didn't word it that way. I said, would Ivan Toney fit Arsenal style? Choose only one. We've had now 815 votes, 3 comments, and 21 likes. And actually, the numbers have remained the same. 40% the votes say no, Ivan Toney would not fit in Arsenal's playing style. 60% say he would. Don't ask me the question. Am I on the yes side or the no side? I might ask that question. Answer that question tomorrow. Anyway, emotional. Yeah. Goodness. There we go. And here we go. Pele, the greatest footballer who ever lived. This has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.